Test telephone switch to arm light on.
Switching command to internal. Fuel tank pressure. 9, 8, ignition. Main stage. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Fuel tank pressure.
Well, a suspenseful start to this evening CSC Challenger Series. Sorry to keep you waiting, everyone. William Stewart, Sean Green, Nick DeShera. We're just getting loaded up and ready. Yep. No darts have been thrown, so we can assure you of that one as we will get started with our diddle. Sean, how's it going, buddy?
Man, I'm good. I'm so sorry, everybody. I was fixing my hair, trying to make it perfect for tonight's stream. So I appreciate the players waiting for that as well. But yeah, definitely the best opening. Quickest, for sure, as we are in the cork, or the 3-dart count-up to start the match. So if you've never watched before, let's go over the rules and specific format of the CSC Challenger Series double elimination style tournament. These guys are on the winner side in week 2. Players play a race to 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket with the cork or 3-dart count to start the match. We just saw that. It's going to go to Todd Wiegman. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. And if either player is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until that deficit is reduced to 2 legs. That's the PPD player advantage rule. And if we go the distance,
and we go for speed,
the players will cork for start in that last leg decider. $2,500 goes to the winner of this tournament. Not the winner tonight, but the winner of the tournament, potentially the winner tonight. Corey Beck against Todd Wiegman. Will, tell me a little bit about Corey, our former champion.
Yeah, he's thrown well so far in this CSC Challenger Series. He's actually top of the table at a 4.89 NPR overall. He's got 21-7 marks, 10-9 marks, 1-8 mark, and no white horses yet, but I think he's going to get one tonight. So we'll see if that one goes. Yeah, I mean, we've seen him win CSC in the past, and he was honestly a lot of our picks here.
Yep.
He's going to be a tough one in this field, as we all kind of cued him in for a potential run.
Yeah, absolutely. And on the reverse side, you got Todd Wiegman thrown right here. We've known Todd since the very beginning of the CSC. I remember season 1 having to reach out to him to ask him how to pronounce his last name. And he thanked me because I think I was the only person to actually do that at that first time. But he's playing out of Boo 2 in Oconto, Wisconsin, a new place that we get on the stream. We all know about Legends Bar in Duluth, Minnesota. The owner of that one being Brett Hollanday, another CSC competitor. But Todd is throwing a 4.15 MPR. He wasn't really pushed in week 1. I'm interested to see what he does, knowing that he's going to have to do more tonight. And I think that he's the type of player, especially being a Wisconsinite, they all can raise their game when they need to. He only has 1 9 mark, 12 7 marks, 14 5 marks, and only 14 games played. So again, excited to see how this battle is going to go. Will, what do you think about prediction here?
It's a tough call because there's quite the spread in between these two on NPR. So it leans heavily towards Corey. And I would go ahead and pick him as my choice tonight. I actually was I kind of asked you before this. I was like, how do you have this? Because I'm going to be the one that gives the kind of skunker score line. I'm going to go 9-3 in favor of Corey tonight.
Based on averages alone, right? You can't be faulted for that prediction. We haven't seen Todd throw yet this season. He has an interesting release to his game. It does lead to some inconsistencies at times. That being said, and Corey is a former champion. I mean, so 9-3 is really not disrespectful in any way, shape, or form. I feel like Todd is the type of player that's going to raise up that average to meet Corey a little bit. And if Corey struggles like he's doing right now here in leg number 1, which leg number 1 doesn't mean anything for the whole night, but it could tell a story. And if it does, I think it's going to be a little bit closer. I have it going 9-6 in favor of Corey still. But I wouldn't be surprised if Todd pushed it closer than that.
Well, we'll see. What do you folks think in the chat? Let us know. But yeah, that's nothing against our competitors.
Nope.
Hey, I love Todd. No doubt. Remember was it Brazilian Steakhouse we went to with those guys?
It was.
Man.
But if you remember, I was panic stricken the whole time because I knew I was about to get in trouble in school the next day. I didn't really get to enjoy that meal. I don't know how much I ate, but it was not very much at that Brazilian Steakhouse. I definitely did not earn my portion there money wise, but the company was fantastic, as Todd does win leg number 1 with a 4.05. So gets the job done without a real high average here in leg number 1. Todd's going to have to continue to do better because Corey's going to pick it up here. I think Corey was a little bit panicked at the start of this due to a board issue, which was the real issue. It was not my hair. I know it shocks a lot of you that are watching along, but I'm going to guess that led to how he shot early on in that first leg. Yeah,
when you're kind of worried about potentially having a match tonight or not, that's kind of the thing that scares you. So I'm glad everything got worked out there, and it was just kind of a kink in the system. Can't fault anybody. It's just one of those things that happens. But we're back and ready to go after a little bit, about 8 minutes or so, where we were able to figure it out and get it back going. So, hey, I'm happy to be having a CSC Challenger Series tonight, and happy to be back on the call after missing out on Monday. You guys were sure talking some junk on Monday about what I was doing.
I don't remember a single thing you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
All I know is that when you put when you put Nick and I on a mic and it gets to that 10:30, 10:45, 9 o'clock hour, we're going to say some crazy things. And Monday was no different, even with how great that match was from top to bottom. It was almost insane how we were still able to keep off track for so long. I call it impressive. Most people call it annoying. That being said, I'll take that any day. Big darts there from Corey Beck, and that's what I'm talking about. Boom goes the dynamite. He starts off strong. He had 10 last week. You mentioned that earlier. That was up there for leader for 1 week in Division 2 of the CSC Challenger Series.
Yeah, and I think this is where he's going to make a little run here. You can see his average right now, 6.33. See if he can
Thanks,
add
Shane.
to it. Just a 3 mark, of course, the 3 mark curse after I mentioned something.
I can tell by Shane's profile picture that his hair is also always on point.
Yes, definitely. You're
So
soon to
appreciate
be
that, Shane.
there.
I'm on my way, especially working with you guys.
Let's say, when are you giving up in general and just shaving it?
It's an amazing question. Let me go ahead and answer that in 2 ways. First of all, and then second of all, I will say that if you watch Stephen Bunting, right? He's bald. You can tell he shaves the sides, right? Like he doesn't just like keep the side. Like if the top like starts like fading back a touch more, boom goes the dynamite for Todd Wiegman. I think that like when it gets like the halfway point back, it's all gone. Like I'm never gonna have like the around the dome look. That's never gonna exist for me. So now that I just put it all on my face. So that's the goal. I just put it all on my face, let that grow out. People are starting to forget that I ever didn't have a beard, which is really weird to me.
Well, look at this. Todd's trying to make this a game. 5 mark on the Bulls.
Yep.
Puts them barely out in front, but chances are,
Makes me think.
I mean, the higher wedge is going in Corey's favor here.
Well, now definitely. Well, this one's over. Boom goes the dynamite again for Corey Beck. It went from, this is a close leg to Todd's laughing about it, right? He's like, it's like, okay, 180 when I got up by 15. Perfect. He's still going doubles. But Thunder Bunny for life is not going to be able to get the job done in this leg, it doesn't look like, unless something crazy happens from Corey. 3 bowls needed.
Yeah, this should give way to it. Double single for a 5.48.
And that's what we're talking about with Corey, right? As you can see, vendor Midwest Coin at Legends Bar, 30 plus years. I'm going to stop speaking immediately. Deadman darts, 19 nightmares, 18 gram darts. Moving on.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
His new darts.
Somebody from Iowa can get this guy a corn sponsorship.
I'm from Indiana. I'm good.
Well, no, I'm talking. If somebody from Iowa can get Corey a little corn sponsorship, we'd be prime right now.
There you go. Midwest Corn. Oh, man, that'd be such a great sponsor.
Good 7 mark from Corey.
Don't worry, everybody. It's just that I can't read. It has nothing to do with anyone messing anything up.
That's solid. That is solid.
Ridiculous.
Todd not able to find the triple there. So just a 3 mark gives way to Corey to potentially 9 mark here.
Oh, he's going to go 7.
Oh,
and he hits it. I don't hit it at all. He gets rid of the high ground of his opponent.
That's what I'm thinking. I was thinking trip 18 and then he'll shuffle around, but that'll do just fine.
Well, listen, when your school is nicknamed the Cornhuskers, yeah, Nebraska probably has the win there.
Well, Nicole, Shark Tank, bring it down. Come on.
Corey Beck, ladies and gentlemen. Boom goes the dynamite. He's throwing a 7.67 here in leg number 3. I mean, not very many people in Division II have this ceiling. But Todd Wiegman goes back with another one. Boom goes the Wisconsinite.
We've had 5 already, folks.
Todd has 2. He had 1 last week.
This is great.
We're on pace to beat Monday's total. JJ, happy to be streaming. Murphy Darts, we're doing well. Hopefully you are as well.
That's a Good night to be
Todd.
tuning in.
Todd in control with a 5.8 versus a 6.75 in Division 2 of the CSC Challenger Series. This is why people take seriously when we start saying we're going to have a Division 3.
Well, we've mentioned too. I mean, Monday nights is so entertaining, but folks, Wednesday night is entertaining as well. You just gotta remind yourself that this is available for you every Monday and Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible the darts we see, and yeah, sometimes maybe things don't line up, but man, we have some real good ones about 90% of the time, don't we?
I don't know this for sure, but have we ever before seen a Division 2 leg lost by a player who throws a 6+?
That's a great point. I don't think we've had many. I think maybe one or two, if that.
Well, Wiegman does the job there, and Thunder Bunny is probably one of the greatest dart nicknames in the history of dart nicknames. Plays for Schmidt's Amusement, playing out of Booze too. Well, Corey Beck right on fire again. Boom goes the dynamite. That's the 6th 9 mark so far this evening. We're in leg number 4, Will.
Just insane that we're seeing this action just early. How this is just it just seems like back to back, man.
We were expecting something out of Corey, but not this. Back-to-back 9s for Corey Beck to start off the leg. He is in fuego.
I told you he was going to get his first white horse tonight, and we saw it early here.
I mean, right now, you could tell us that later on we're going to see him walk on water, and I'd believe you at this point. 16-15 double bowl. Oh, you blew it. I guess we'll settle for a 7. But not a 4. That's gross. Yeah, that was way too I can't say the right word, so never mind. I was going to say humanistic, but that was weird terminology for it. Todd throws in a 7. He's still staying with them. Right. That's why I didn't say it until you told me to. Trevor, don't make this my fault, okay? My job is to call it that it's on the perfect game. It's always a jinx if it never happens.
2's fine there, but it allows Todd to have an opportunity to, 6 mark the 15s. 6 mark the 15s.
Overachieved and hit 7. My goodness. We were expecting some good darts.
How about the double?
This has
there?
Exceeded it. Yeah. Maloney double on dart
into
2.
the double.
That's just a safety shot, just making sure they hit the single at the very least.
Does Todd go ahead and attack here? I don't think it's the play. Do you think?
I think you have to.
I think Corey comes back then.
Oh, my God. Oh. Lottery.
I was going to say, I think Corey still goes 4 mark on the return. You have to, but still, it's over either way.
So it's no matter what in that scenario, you're taking a risk and betting on your opponent to give you a little bit of help. If you hit the 4 bulls at least, you get the point lead back and potentially give yourself a game shot. If you hit the white horse, you guarantee you could potentially have a game shot. But if you go for the bulls, they can make sure you have no game shot if you leave a number open for them. That's the logic.
Well, how about this? Cody Willis saying greeting from the delivery room. Well, hello and good luck. Carly, hope you're doing okay.
Corey Beck wins that one with a 5-4 versus a 5-5 from Todd Wiegman, but 2-2. This has been amazing to start off it. Cody, I think back right the second to what was it, season 3, season 4, because I also watched this one time in a delivery room with my wife before we had our second child, Savannah. So just know that if you are watching darts when that child's born, they will be insane. So, especially as toddlers.
Unless she's
So,
watching along. Come on.
Oh, I just mean the toddler.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Like the kid will be insane. Carly is never insane. I would never say that, especially right now. Yeah. Cody, good to see you here, bud. And good luck. You got this. Can't wait to see Baby Dynamite. BD for short.
Well, it's an opportune start for Todd and try to make it right on the round number 2, but unfortunate go as Corey can attack these 19s if he chooses. Granted, he's going to probably pad. Yeah, he should pad a little bit before he does that. And run away with it.
Okay. JJ's tuned in from the Mariana Islands, which is on the edge of the Philippine Plate. Islands were formed by underwater volcanoes along the Marianas Trench. So that's a pretty cool place to be. He lives on volcanoes.
Well, okay. How about that?
It's really cool.
We're getting lots of different viewers here, aren't we?
I love it.
Mistake from Corey Beck. Yeah, that's the right move there.
Yeah, I'd say so. Little 7 mark won't never hurt anybody. Gets right back into the leg.
And it forces Corey to attack these 17s here, and now you've got a decision to make. He chooses those 17s, big 6 mark there for him. And really, you're still kind of on the outside looking in. If he would have looked at the 18s for the close, he's still down. It gives Todd the opportunity to just 1, 2, 3. Granted, you want a little bit more than that, but good fire back from Todd. As so far, I mean, back-to-back 5.5s from Todd Wiegman. He's sitting at a 4.9 average right now compared to Corey's 5.01. We're seeing some heat, and we're in this matchup early, man.
Well, I mean, that would be number 1 and number 2 in Division 2 if it was week 1.
Easy. Yeah, exactly. And so we mentioned it. I mean, don't let the maybe I got fooled by the week 1 numbers here, and we'll see how it goes. And you said it early. Don't get fooled here. We'll get
it's week 1.
In.
I mean, it's week 1, and Todd wasn't pushed, and Corey was. Corey went to last leg decider against Blake Keel and had to shoot that 4.89. So Todd could get away with winning after 15 games, shooting a 4.14. I don't hold it against him that he didn't shoot better than that if he didn't need to. He knows he needs to tonight, and that's all I was talking about. If it's week 5, yeah, the averages are the averages at that point. There's no like, oh, let's raise them up now. Finally, no, they are where they are. But Todd's a former Division 1 player for a reason. Same way Corey's a former champion for a reason. They both have this gear in them, and it's fun to see them both shooting this gear right now. Corey Beck, opportunity to break the throw for the first break of the evening. If you're on YouTube, Martin is saying, always thought of how would these guys do on a European softboards. And some of you are like, okay, soft tip dartboard. But in reality, a lot of European dartboards are on 13-inch boards, which we do have, Martin. On the reverse side of this dartboard, the cool bull shooter boards do flip on the other side to a 13-inch board. And we do play, we used to play a lot of major tournaments on the 13-inch. I actually think it gives at NDA a little bit of advantage to those European teams. Todd Wiegman gets the 4 bowls to win the leg.
Wow.
Steals it to hold his throw. Well done there from Todd. And again, showing up when he needs to. Thunder Bunny is getting the job done. But yeah, so really interesting. I think that when we interviewed Schnelly a few years ago at NDA, he mentioned that they play on strictly 13-inch dartboards over there. So their averages are actually a little bit skewed because of that, I'm sure, which is why you're seeing some of those Spanish players in level 6 that are throwing a 5, and you're like, what the heck are you doing in level 6? Well, it's average, put him there, but it's on the 13th board. So, yeah. If you're in that chat, I just wanted to point that out.
That's a good point.
A lot of people don't know that.
That's a good point. And if you didn't know, these arachnids do flip, so you can get that 13-inch option if you do want to flip the face and kind of play on that and kind of get a feel for it. So there is a question as well: how do we get the camera set up? So if you're interested in a camera package, reach out to Partners Promoting Darts. They can help you out and get your bar situated with one. So yeah, dartstoc.com as well. If you want to get involved, that's the best way to do so. Take a look at the map. There's a bunch of locations, and chances are there's going to be one near you, or at least someone kind of near you, so you can try to get involved in this bad program as we get a big 9 mark from Todd Wiegman.
Yeah, Thunder Bunny is throwing in some thunder. That's for sure. Bringing the noise. But Corey Beck is doing the same thing. Are we at 10? Is that what I just saw? We're at 10 already? No, 8. We're at 8.
Let's say I have 8.
Yeah.
Unless I missed a few. Don't scare me like that.
No, I just can't read. Remember, you know that. I also can't read numbers, I guess. If you can't read, does that mean that you can't read numbers? Is that part of that?
I don't know. I guess. Good question.
Chat, let us know. That's the most important question at this moment. As Corey Beck, big 6 mark, keeping a 6 average in this leg. Man, I can't remember a hotter start from 2 Division II players before the break, with them both averaging well above where anyone else in Division II would be right this second.
No, it's definitely the hottest start we've seen, I think, in Division II, as far as, the matches we've seen in all our seasons. I mean, it's just gotten better and better as we've gone on. But yeah, this one tops the table, and hopefully continues on throughout our break as well. As, don't forget, folks, we're announcing a winner here soon, aren't we?
Yeah.
Winner.
Yeah, exactly. I'm excited. I know a lot of people that are watching along with us have got to be excited for that. I'm more excited to honestly shout out everybody for doing everything they did to get into that. All the proceeds that are going to be going to Danny and family is absolutely incredible. Cannot thank anyone enough. They raised $16,275.
Wow.
That's
incredible. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. And I know I talked to Danny on Monday. I answer his phone calls now. And the gratitude that he had is, you could just tell. Tell it in his voice and everything else. 5-2-9 from Corey Beck in that leg. 3-3 score line. So, man, Corey better start rattling off some legs, huh, Will?
Yeah, I would say so. You need to get this one right now. I think you need to steal this before break. We always say these are the big legs right here. So leg number 7, leg number 8, leg number 9. Cue them in. Let's see what happens here. As Todd's going to start off with a big triple. How about another? How about a 9?
Oh,
Womp, 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 womp.
That was actually pretty good. Pretty good job there.
You're welcome.
I mean, I didn't say thank you, but it was nice. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
For the compliment.
You're welcome.
Cody replies to Kayla and says she can't feel her feet, goof. Said, you should be massaging those feet right now, getting ready for that baby to come. Just Cody, I've done this twice. First time I did not almost pass out. Second time, I was the one that was laying on the hospital floor. And had a couple nurses taking care of me to make sure that I wasn't gonna pass out. Second time was a lot more what's the word?
Uh-oh. Insert
Frightening.
here.
Frightening. We're going to go with frightening.
How about this? Frightening from Todd Wiegman.
It's a horse of a different color, man. Boom goes the dynamite for the Wisconsinite.
7.67.
Yep.
Just nasty.
I mean, he's done that in 6 starts. He's closed everything but the 15s. I don't care who you are. It's hard to win a leg when your opponent going first after 6 starts has closed everything but the 15s.
This is just incredible, folks. In Division 2, this is Division 1 type of material here, folks.
Yeah.
2 to close. Oh, no, leaves it open. And could things get interesting here? That's the question.
It would need a 9. It would need a 9 and then something.
Corey's the kind of guy that could do it. Corey's the kind of guy that can do it.
Here it comes. Boom goes the dynamite. Oh, I only got a 7. I mean, at that point, it was just all signs were pointing towards yes, right? Like if we did the Magic 8 ball, it would have flipped up that. But Todd, well, he's down 25 points. If you're Corey, you got to take the shot. Now you can go Bulls. And double-double still helps you out tremendously. That's exactly what he does.
What a shot there for Corey Beck. Danny Baggish chiming in, telling us thank you. He says, on behalf of the Baggish family for True and Strong, we say thank you and we love you all.
Well, there we go. That's awesome from Danny. Danny, we love you too. And
how about
boom goes the Wisconsinite for Todd Wiegman. 1 last week.
Insane.
1. He was only able to get 1 last week.
He's a new man.
Uh-oh. We had a crutch fall. So every once in a while at school, we'll have some kids like show up on crutches, right? Because you know that happens. Todd Wiegman does win that one, 5.71 versus a 5.17. If you're dyslexic, that's a really bad average there between those 2 players. Good luck. But we're going to go to the break, and we're going to have a raffle draw in here any second. I know I'm on the edge of my seat for this. I'm on the edge of my seat for the rest of this match because it is looking tasty. 4-3 lead for Todd Wiegman has already ruined Will's scoreline prediction before the break. I don't think that's ever happened before.
It's happened a few times, but hey, how about this, folks? Let's get to it. Who's going to win themselves an arachnid dartboard tonight? An arachnid ice board, to be exact. Let's go to Nick DeShera with our drawing.
Yeah, I'm excited to see who wins it here, boys, and who gets that dartboard. Thank you once again, everybody, for your support and everything else. It is sorry, they're yelling in the background, and they're lucky that the mute button's working. All right, guys. So as you can see right here, random.org, this will be all on the internet for you guys to be able to follow along after to see every one of the 651 entries. So we're just going to go ahead and proceed along here. We're going to do a public drawing so you guys will be able to see this. None of the personal information except for your first and last name is included in this, so don't worry about that, folks. We're going to draw one winner tonight. So one winner of 651 entries. We're going to go ahead and complete the drawing, and it's going to announce a winner here. And the winner is Austin Aguirre. That is your winner tonight for a G3 Ice dartboard. Again, the link right here will actually show, and I'm going to put that in chat for us right now so you guys can see at home exactly everybody that was in there. You can confirm that your name was in there. And if you're curious what those numbers made at the end of it, that's actually your specific ticket number generated when you guys signed up. You want to make sure we did everything fair and friendly. Congratulations for Austin, and thank you, everybody, for your love and support to the Baggish family there and to Truan. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and cut it to a quick commercial break and hear from our friend Jen Mounts talking about A to Z darts. We'll be right back.
Let me tell you about A to Z Darts. We're a specialty dart store With over 10,000 different products, we create in-depth videos and blogs to help improve your game and showcase our products. We give helpful advice on how to practice darts, the fundamentals of form and mechanics, and how to make better decisions when purchasing your darting equipment. Whether you're brand new or a seasoned player, we try to provide fun and informative content. I'm Jen, the creative director for A to Z Darts. I've been playing for over 10 years, and I've traveled the world competing in and promoting the sport. This is Will. He runs our live streaming company, USA Darts, and travels the globe as well to broadcast major darting events and interview PDC players alike. You'll find over 2,000 different sets of darts on our website. Guessing right now you're pretty interested in our resources? Learn about form, throwing mechanics, practice routines, scoring and grouping, checkout methods, cricket strategy, and much more. Visit a-zdarts.com to take advantage of our blog or follow us on social media at azdarts today.
What are O-rings? Meet these little guys. O-rings are small rubber rings that you can place on your shaft thread so it won't come loose. Here are 4 easy methods to put on an O-ring. The tuck and roll. Hold your O-ring against the thread and with your fingers stretch it over the shaft. Simply roll it down and it's on. The knit and roll. In a similar fashion, use the point of a dart to stretch the O-ring over the threads like this and roll it down. The backslide. Place the O-ring over the back of the shaft and roll it down the entire length until it sits at the base. If the previous methods are too hard, you'll love the O-ring applicator tool. Fit the O-ring onto the top like so, then place the tool over the shaft and roll it down like you see here. This is hands down the simplest method and the one we recommend most. A fun alternative is L-Style's Gomu system. Put the small cap on your shaft and that's it. It's fast and easy, but each cap is one-time use, whereas O-rings are reusable and only $2 a pack. Secure your shafts today.
Test telephone switch to arm light on.
Switching command to internal. Fuel tank pressure. 9, 8. Ignition. Main stage. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Fuel tank pressure.
What an amazing drawing. Congrats, Austin, on your brand new Arachnid ice board. That is incredible. That is incredible. As we're going to get underway with our match, the rest of our match, I should say, and it's been an entertaining one to say the least. William Stewart, Sean Green, Nick DeShera here, Division 2 battle, and it seems like Division 1 all the way.
Yeah, it has been a tasty affair. Division 1 averages so far at this point. The 7 mark there opening from Corey Beck is like not a shocker at all at this point. Like it's almost a shock it wasn't a 9. Like that's how well these guys are throwing this moment. Which you love to see as Todd takes out the high ground there early with the aggressive play. I like it a lot.
I like a little bit of different strategy implemented here because we're going to see how Corey reacts to it. Is it a 7? Not quite. So we'll see what Todd does from here. He's got the higher ground now, and that can mean some things because he hits 2 of these. He can take a look at that triple 18. No problem. And almost collects just on the outside.
I think he got a little bit too excited there. He started moving forward on that third dart before he wanted to.
We
haven't. I think he shoved it high.
We haven't discussed it a whole lot. We've mentioned it, but we haven't discussed it. I mean, just take a look at this throw, folks. It's definitely not the ideal throw when you talk about dart throws. It's there's no follow through really. He definitely kind of stops, but you can see it. It's more second and third dart that he does that, and then he kind of lunges with the third there. And that third is kind of spontaneous. We only see him Richie Burnett it every once in a while.
Not, there's no better verb than Richie Burnetting it that you can come up with in darts. And that means a lot to somebody when they get compared to that. And it's not usually a fun way unless you're being compared to it as a former champion. But yeah, it finally gets rid of that 18. It's about time. If you would have hit 3 singles, the same thing would have happened. But no, it's okay because he hit the triple anyway. But throwing a 6-5 after the break. I want to give a huge shout out again to Austin for winning that dartboard. Austin Aguiar. It's probably like wire, and we're just being all fancy with it. But huge shout out to Austin. That's really cool. Not jealous at all. I'm not jealous because I read through the terms and conditions and I wasn't eligible. So not jealous.
Yeah.
So I only donated
exactly.
donated $24.99.
I knew we weren't going to be eligible. No doubt. No doubt in my mind. I didn't even think about looking at it. I just said, nope, not happening.
I was
wish.
like, maybe there's a chance, but no, there was definitely no chance. Dang it. Like, I don't have to hit the button. Well, anyway.
This is a big leg here. We said it. These 3 legs, but Todd has been able to establish that start early where he took out the 20s and said, no, I'm gonna take away this. So great start for Todd where he's able to say, no, I'm gonna take this leg and this is gonna be a turning point in the match.
And it was an aggressive play to start off, but it has done everything since then. He still has the 19s, which means he still has had the higher ground since the very first round. And when you're going second and you're able to do that, I mean, it doesn't get any better. That's a single 10 on the wire. It shouldn't hurt anything at this point, but yeah, Todd Wiegman, 5.57 jumping out from the break. This has been great.
You can tell that threw Corey off is what it did. He had the 81 to 19 point advantage after Todd did that. And he just kind of had a skunk curve around because he was like, oh, well, what do I do here? Because you don't really see that sort of move here thrown at you, especially at that point in the match. So good on Todd for a 5-6-1 compared to a 4-2-5 to take a 2-leg lead here.
Todd Wiegman is throwing better than we've seen him throw in some time. This is a really good Todd Wiegman, an A+ Todd Wiegman right now. And if he can keep this up for 4 more legs, he has to be A+ Todd Wiegman. He's going to win this match. Corey's going to have to bring something special now.
You said it right. This is the best Todd we've seen in a while, and I didn't see this coming by any means. This is good on Todd, and this is great to see a performance like this from him, and yeah, hopefully he just can ride it out to the finish.
It's automatic right now, man. My goodness.
It's scary. It is scary. Look, I mean, 10-9 marks on the night between these two. 4.96, 4.92 are our averages right now.
Again, those would be the top 2 averages in Division 2. Despite that first leg where they shot real stinkers.
Yeah, and our first leg, 4.05 and a 3.17. But since then, I mean, it's just been absolute heat. Wow.
Well, Todd decided to take care of the neighbors in that round. Trip 7, trip 3, trip 7. So immediately slows that momentum right down. And what I love is that if you look at Boo 2 location in the background, you'll see that there is a separation of what looks like the bar area with the dartboard. And all of the people that are watching Todd play are all at the bar area, like separated out from Todd. They're just like giving him that little space. There's a pole on their way and everything. They don't care. They're just giving Thunder Bunny some space.
Well, they're certainly watching on. You can see it there. They're definitely invested in the match, and that's what I love about this CSC Challenger Series is it brings people out to the local bar and to support somebody, and it's just one person that they're supporting, but man, you can see them really come out for it, really get fiery. We sometimes see the poster boards, the signs, the people just jumping up and doing the gestures and stuff at the camera, which is sometimes good, sometimes hey buddy, calm down.
I mean, I like it all because what it shows is what they're doing in their local establishment. And this is the God's honest truth. How they're celebrating with their player each time he hits a big shot, being supportive and behind that person. If you remember back to like season 1, season 2, when we got vantage points from someone filming at the bar or their location when they won the when they won the CSC, and just how excited everyone is. That is how Dart fandom should be here. It should be live crowds that are that excited and behind their players. It can make for a really fun atmosphere overall. And it's a lot of the atmosphere in Europe is just, them just having a great time and enjoying the party. And we get that a little bit with the CSC, more so than we see a lot of other live streams, and the ability to do that.
Definitely is. Corey set to take the leg, needs one bowl, gets it for a 4.57 to a 3.83. The only real stinker we've seen from Todd since the first leg. So, well, from both our competitors, really.
Hey, I saw it was like 56 degrees in Wisconsin today. So that's an excuse to not be at the bar in the winter. But you're right. That goes for a lot of areas, not just Wisconsinites. They're not the only group that takes both the darts and the alcohol seriously.
It's been nice here the last few days. It's been 70s. We'll take that.
Yeah. Especially because you left last week for a snowstorm.
Yeah.
Now it's 70s this week. I mean,
no kidding.
Well, we knew it was going to happen. Boom goes the dynamite for Corey Beck. If we would have done over under on 9 marks tonight, you would have been screwed.
Yeah, I think so. What did I call last week? 14.5.
Yeah,
I probably would have went around that number or just under, and yeah, I probably wouldn't have. It probably
even
wouldn't
with only one from Todd last week.
I like I said, I probably would have went at that one or just under. I was honest. I said just under.
That's fair.
So, yeah.
I didn't hear the honesty there at the end. My bad.
I'm an honest guy.
No, you're only honest when you say, well, let's be honest. And then you're honest. But if you don't say that and preface it, we know you're lying.
Listen, that's rude. Okay? It's rude.
Keegan, the chalker of To The Point Streaming, is in the chat, a.k.a. the star of the show.
Way more important than you. That's for dang sure.
Yes.
Keegan, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Well, Todd, what do you say here?
Race to 9. Can someone, Todd, if you can hear us, can you just put a 9 up on your, in the camera? So Alicia can't hear us, but she's watching. So for us to say it's a race to 9, that won't help anything. But if you could, one of you guys could have the location, that'd be great.
Help out in the chat, everyone. Let her know. Yeah, race to 9.
I guess someone in the chat could just set it. That's fine too. More fun the other way.
Good.
I have to think outside the box first.
Good 7 there from Corey. Yeah, but I mean that's the benefits of this race to 9 too. Is it establishes this groove. It allows our players to get in this rhythm. It really just our top players have mentioned that before. That where do they normally get to do this? They don't. They don't get to play a race to 18 or whatever it is.
Yep.
18 legs. I guess I should say. I shouldn't say race to 18, but they never get to do that. And when they get to, we see these back-to-back legs of greatness because they've really gone up the hill. And we're seeing another great one there from Todd. What was that?
Boom goes the Wisconsinite for Todd Wiegman.
12.
My goodness.
12.
Yeah.
And how about 13?
Oh, you jinxed the heck out of that. I was actually thinking he was going to drop it into the 13 when you said that. Like, that's how much of the jinx I thought was going to happen. Well, Todd just hit 9 of them. Not going to do that again. I do love the double. It looks so pretty when it's not Mike Maloney doing it.
He's still 2 points down, but Corey has to search for the 16s here, right? What a
Corey learned.
Okay.
That was a Corey learn, is what that was.
What do you think about the 15s?
I'm fine with it. I would like to stay on the 16s, but I like the momentum shot too. Because if you close the 15s, it makes it more likely that you're going to be able to keep that point lead.
Nope.
But that being said, punished hard now by Todd Wiegman. But that still was a learning experience for Corey, because in the last leg, he got the 20s closed real quick by Todd and got rid of that high ground. Same thing Todd tried to do right there. That's gross. And Corey immediately closed the 17s instead of opening up the new wedge first. But yeah, I agree. I would have preferred him stay on the 16s, but I don't hate the 15 shot, especially if he hits that. And now definitely don't hate it, because it looks like it's going to be a 5-5 score line. And it threw Todd off completely.
Just nuts here.
6-2-5.
We're seeing 6-0s. Just one more.
Ooh. It's a 5.78 to beat a 5.44. But again, these are Division I averages. Every leg for these players right now. This is awesome. 5-5 score line. And these are types of matches that we want this to go the distance. I was tired an hour ago. I'm awake now.
There's back-to-back legs for Corey as he's able to tie us up once again. What an entertaining match, folks. We're getting spoiled here on a Wednesday night.
Was it? Yeah, it looked like it was in the 5, right?
Well,
so yeah, I'm not sure. Todd's played in the CSC forever, and I think he saw that, but I'm curious if he confused himself a little bit with different formats of other things where whatever it counts, which, by the way, is a dumb rule for any online version of anything. If the dart sticks, just like, I just don't. Yeah. Anyway,
I guarantee you,
I played like remote leagues and stuff. Yeah, but
I will say, I guarantee you he didn't realize it until he walked up to the board. You saw him walk back off the line there. I think he was just focusing on his own turn, based off his reaction. Definitely not intentional. Just slapped the dart a little funny.
Right. Yeah, I mean, there was no intent there. You could tell he was almost like upset that it already passed, like that he couldn't go back afterwards. Because I agree with you. I don't think that he saw it until he did the double take after that happening, and I threw him off the next round. You saw that clearly.
Yeah, he obviously did not take advantage of it, so no intention behind it. Yeah. For those that aren't as familiar with the PPD program, maybe played in other circuits like you were alluding to, it's the player advantage rule. So as long as it's 6 on the board, typical procedure, you would pause the game, or if it was your last dart thrown in the turn, you'd flag your opponent down to pause said game, take a picture, send it to them, you'd back it up to the corresponding dart, and then correctly punch it in. Yep. In the case of CSC live streams, you do not have to do the picture step, as we are live, but was just not noticed, and I don't think it affected the either point. If anything, it's hurt Todd more, because I think he's thinking about it.
Oh, I 100% agree with you, and I also think that he's finding a little valley in the game tonight, which is really so hard to do, right? It's so hard for him to shoot this type of average for the entire evening. There's going to be some valleys there.
Yeah, we're starting to see the down leg here as we're getting a 2.75 and a 3.5, and both players just kind of need to take a second and get back on the gas here. So we'll find out if we can do that. But it's always going to be tough. You've been throwing heat for the last, well, how many legs? 9-10 legs, it seems. So
Yeah, the entire time. It's been insane.
yeah, I mean, it's tough to ride that out throughout the entire match. So here you go. Big stuff from Corey as he shuts the door on the 20s and has a small lead of 28 points. Now Todd going to be forced to those 18s.
Would you agree, Will? I'm pointing that out because you see the averages here as it's a 3.6 versus a 3.5, and they've both been almost above a 5 the majority of the time. Would you say that this is a perfect example of the argument that the best way to get better in darts is to play better players?
Oh, 100%. I mean, I've always said that online darts was the North American equalizer. I've always said that. I had an article from like 3 years ago that I stated that, and we're seeing it brought to the forefront here. This is the best way to do it.
Big darts.
There's chances are, I mean, yes, Wisconsin, a lot of great players. You're going to find some identical players near you if you live in these areas, certain areas, but for those rural areas, maybe not. So you jump on here, get involved in the CSC Challenger Series, some DRTs, some of the PPD system, and you're gonna play some good players and get better.
Yep, because you're forced to.
Yep. That's the thing. You have to get involved and play better players. That's what I'm trying to do as well. I think I'm going to try to get involved in the soft tip side of things and see what I can do. We'll see. We'll see.
I like it.
It's going to be tough. That's a good shot from Corey.
Yeah, great round. Great
but
round.
He's going up against those 17s, and one big 17 here gives Todd the opportunity. He had to stay after just getting the 2 singles, and you can't doubt him for doing so. Oh, man, that's a good match. So we got a good question about a stream. Kevin and Ram know it's going to be Cooper Olsen and Eric Bobzine.
Yeah.
So that'll be a good matchup. As we queued in Eric for a good run on the D1 side. We're going to see him on stream Monday night.
And I'm excited to see Cooper Olsen doing well in this CSC. He's been in it for the last couple of seasons and just not had very deep runs. So for him to already be on round 3 of the winner side is going to be better for him and his game overall too. But yeah, he's going up against a newcomer that's a beast in Bobzine. So I'm excited to see that. Corey Beck, 3 on the trot, takes back control. It's now 6-5. Beck leads.
We do have some
little tip in the 19.
Yep.
Punched.
We do have a few matchups that are already finished too, so it's kind of crazy how our bracket winds up, but Randall Wisnat, Gator from OKC is lined up into the winner side on this Division 2. Jordan Meyer, Christian Broussard.
Yeah.
Bobby Dees Jr.
Christian
Jeff
said
Burney.
He won 9-3.
I'm man, Gator had a few good matches here. I'm queuing in Randall for a good run of that Oklahoma area. I'm telling you, those Oklahoma players, man, they can shoot. I've been playing up against them for 3-4 years now, and they're always tough competitors. And we're going to see more and more of them here in our field down the road.
Oh, I hope so. It's been great to see these because it started off Wisconsinites and Floridians, majority of it, and now it's really kind of spread out throughout most of the country.
Wait. Except for you know who I'm talking about. You really stink. I'm going to use that against some people here soon. So just let me get away with that because I play them so much. I'll just say, hey, I was talking about you.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, 100% of the time. Yeah, I'm excited to see how this is turning out. The Bradley Bryce, Mike Segal match is going to be a darn good one. Philly's been shooting well recently, for sure. But yeah, I'm in Division 1. I mean, this is our top 8 on the winner's side. Danny Baggage versus Don Stewart. Rick Hensey versus Mike Maloney. Cooper Olson, Eric Bobzine. Kevin Schmitz, Ram Guevara. That is 8 fantastic players still left on the winner's side of Division 1.
Gene Holiday saying Brett Holiday 9-2 over Corey Luke.
Woo.
So thanks for the update there. As Corey's got a decision to make, and he's got to collect. And he doesn't collect. 2 single 16 gives Todd the opportunity here.
That first dart killed it. The hanger above the triple. And look at Todd. Aggressive as always. And it might cost him, though. I don't know if I agree with that move in this situation with Corey up 6-5. He opted not to gain extra points. He opted to go for closes and leaves the 15s open for Corey. Now that's another hanger. And you see it grabbed it. I'm surprised he found on dart 3, honestly. Thunder Bunny trying to tie it up. That is pretty good there.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. It almost seems like he queued in the 6-6. And what man, once again, just goes back to an exciting affair. Whether, we've kind of thrown some water on the fire per se, at least here in these last few legs, but still entertaining.
There's still smoke on the water. As Todd Wiegman, 4.29.
That was good. That was good. Smoke on the water. Oh, we can't sing that. I'll get a copyright strike since it's so good.
Good old Deep Purple. Yeah, Brett Shin says, favorite tourney / league. The competition in both divisions are almost always epic, and the players are always killing their own stats. It's fantastic. And you are absolutely correct, Brett. I pinch myself all the time that I get to sit here and call these matches week after week for 8 seasons now. And then I'm woken up from the nightmare when I realize I work with Will and Nick.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Well, Todd wins that last leg. It kind of halts the 3-leg skid or three-leg skid per se, as Corey went on a run there. So he's happy to see 6-6, and that's a tough one. That's a tough one. You had an opportunity to really take advantage there, and we can see it. He kind of on his walk back, kind of throws out his hands and knows, hey, that was my chance.
But he's in the same position here that he was in earlier. Trip 19, single 19. He's going to close that 20. Needs the treble. Nope. Oh, no. He threw it too fast, and now he's got to waste a third dart, and that is so annoying because now you just got to go back to 19s, right?
I think you could just, that's a tough one.
I mean,
I think you just go ahead and close.
Hanger. Yeah, I mean, if it was a hanger, then yeah, you go ahead and close.
That's just such a tough call because whatever you do isn't going to matter. Chances are Corey's going to come up and at least hit a 4,
which he did.
Exactly what he did. I figured he'd point some more to be honest. So I figured he'd at least get 100 points and close out the 19s.
Wow. Again, a frustrating round from Todd. He went from the highs of highs in his average to he's had a rough couple of legs here. But that's part of the beauty of this format. It is a marathon, not a sprint. If this was a race to 5, Todd would have won it 5-3. And a race to 5 is a long format.
Yeah, it is a long format. So that's why this one just is so much better. The race to 9. But yeah, this what?
Erie's in the chat, and I really wish that I knew what Erie was saying.
Well, just throw it in the Google Translate.
It looks really funny.
It'll help everybody.
There's
else
a lot
out.
of laughing emojis, so I'm just gonna go. Ha, ha, that's a funny joke, Erie. He's probably making fun of us.
Probably.
Isn't that what everyone thinks when they hear a different language first?
Corey, close the 17s right away. That's what I would do. But hey, he elects to do it on the second go. Whatever. As long as it gets the job done. One step closer, right?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't care as long as he's gonna have that point lead here in just a second. And I mean point lead on the scoreboard, not on the darts. He already has that. So to make it 7-6, 2 bowls needed. Corey does take it out. 4.20 defeats the 3.17 from Wiegman. And Corey back out in front. My, how the turntables.
It gets more and more interesting, don't it? Yeah, I think we couldn't get any tighter. 4.78, 4.77 as Todd has the upper hand by that 0.01. No,
Yeah.
no, definitely not. I was actually I got a pop-up message about one of these other matchups, so I was just looking at that as well. So sorry about that one. As we let this match kind of continue on here, now Corey's got this option of 18s, and yeah, right in the corner pocket, stack it right on top for another one. Big 6 for him, but you're still not up. So what do you do, Todd? He's probably gonna, if he's using the same strategy that he has been before, I would have seen him attack early.
Well, but the strategy is different here because he's the high ground.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I don't know. I think.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. I think he had to attack.
It was bound to happen eventually. We're at 13 9 marks. They've slowed down quite considerably, but it's still 13. Yeah. We had 15 last week because it happened in the very last throw. We got over the over, which might be the most impressive under-over of booms in one evening call. So you're welcome for that, Will. I'm not going to Google translate that one. But the other one, it was a weird translation from what it said there. But soft darts is what I was able to translate the most of. So you were looking up things too. Okay. Next time, I'm just going to make the producer do it, and then I don't have to worry about it.
Good.
Bill Smith says always a privilege to see these athletes in action. Well, you're not wrong. I mean, look at Todd. It doesn't get more athletic.
Prime athlete. No, he just knows
He even has 2 stools.
He knows
That's impressive.
He knows he's in a predicament right now, and he's going to take a good bit to get him out of it.
And I like him slowing down. I really do. And I'm not calling out that he has to have two stools, but 2 stools is definitely more comfortable than 1 stool. I think everybody knows that. It's a bigger human being. Will, I don't know why you laugh. You don't know nothing about that.
Oh, yeah, definitely I do. I use the second stool as a good leg prop. Come on now.
No, it's for the other cheek,
Nope.
not for the second leg or for the legs.
Well, I guess I get that.
I'm messing with you, buddy. You're allowed to comment on the 2 stool system.
Can't do it. Corey Beck's about to take a 2-leg lead.
Yeah,
Right,
got
this is his first one of the match too, isn't it?
First 2-leg advantage, yeah. And it could not have come at a worse time for Todd. Another 3.29 that time from Corey. That was back to where he was throwing at the beginning. But, well, this is a tough road now for Wiegman. He was up 6-5, too.
And that is a strugglesome start. This could end here,
Tough.
folks. Yeah, Corey's going to try to step on the gas and run.
I feel like Justin just raised his hand in my class to tell an interesting story. And then we just look at him like, what? All right, moving on. And then we just do that. I like turtles. Love that kid.
And, yeah, last few legs just haven't been the best from Todd. It does seem maybe he's feeling a little gassed here. Do you think that could be it?
I would say gas might be part of it. I don't know if I'd use that term because I'm sure he plays leagues like this all the time and whatever. I really think it's Corey does have like that alligator blood in him.
Yeah.
Like where he hangs around. He hangs around. You shoot a 6, he's going to shoot a 6. You shoot a 5-5, he's going to shoot a 5-5. He's going to be there. He's going to push you every single leg. There's not a single leg you're going to win easily when you're playing against Corey Beck. The pressure that he puts on, it does take a toll. It really does. And we saw that when he won in season 6, it was just by just wearing down his opponent throughout the match and being able to just stay consistent and consistent at a high level.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, this is definitely looking like it's going to be Corey's match here. Just Todd just not there in this leg so far, unless he really turns it on here, but we'll see.
Justin, this is never the wrong place for anybody. Welcome. We're happy to have you. Just know that we also mess with our viewers. So that's what that really was.
Just like they should mess with us. As Casey tried to throw one on me. I saw that, Casey. It's all right, brother. I deserved it. Yeah, Corey leaves the 15s open, but Todd's going to have to get a 9 here, and that's exactly what he gets. Big 9 mark for Todd.
Boom goes the Wisconsinite.
That's number 14 for us tonight.
And Todd had 1 last week. He has to have 5 or 6 of them. But that's a big round there from Corey.
Well, he's got 7 of them right now. We're tied up on 9 marks. Yeah.
That's he's impressed no matter what. Like, based on how he could have played, how week 1 went, the predictions beforehand, which 9-6 is what I said. He's shown up throughout, except for these last couple legs. He showed up, but Corey Beck again gets the job done. And shout out, I believe his daughter is there with crutches to cheer on Dad tonight, which is awesome to see. So shout out, always the support system behind Corey. But the Legend of Legends Bar wins another CSC matchup.
Yeah,
tough one.
Yeah, it was a tough one, but what a great match overall. I mean, Corey winning 6 of the last 7 legs to get the job done here. And overall, it was a 4.59 for Todd and a 4.81 for Corey. So that's going to keep Corey right in line with his current overall average, maybe just a little bit down overall. But yeah, just what a battle there. And what a good one at the early half, man. Just back and forth haymakers being thrown, 9 mark after 9 mark, as we thought there for a little bit. Maybe we see the Division 2 9 mark record. Who knows? And we ended up kind of going down a little bit, but it was still a good ride.
That was a lot of fun to watch. It really was, especially early on. Really enjoyed it. We'll see if Todd can battle back on the other side of the fence, but I like it. I'm going to say rounders to Michael. I just want him to know that we know, but I also want to, there's only 2 days left in the month to shop the A to Z Darts Dart of the Month and their Shot Flight Deck promo, where you can get a free flight deck set. Head on over to atozdarts.com and tap the banners on their homepage. I just wanted to say that one time tonight. So we both didn't get fired. But yeah, so great matchup. Huge win for Corey. Again, just his ability to push and to force his opponent into pressure situations shows up again, and he moves on.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be, like we said, it's going to continue to be good ones here in Division number 2 and in Division number 1. Monday night, we've got Cooper Olson taking on Eric Bobzine. That's going to be one to cue in for as well. We're going to see what kind of powerhouse Eric's going to be as we've cued him in for a good run in Division 1. So I don't know. Are we going to see a 9-8 on Monday? Are we going to see a run? We're going to see some 9s. We did call Eric Bobzine Eric 9 Mark Bobzine, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. And it was well-deserved when we called him that. He was impressive then. I'm sure he's going to be impressive on Monday. The X Factor is going to be Cooper. He's had a great run, but he's going to have to raise his average up a little bit. And I think that he can. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great Monday night battle. Back here on Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. And again, huge shout out to Austin Aguilar for winning that the Ice G3 dartboard. It's going to be a little bit colder in your house, my friend, which I know you live in South Dakota, so that doesn't help. But it's going to be a great gift. I'm excited for that. That's really cool.
All righty, folks. Congrats once again to Corey Beck. We'll see you Monday night, 8 p.m. Central. Thanks for joining us, folks, from Will, Sean, and Nick. Take care.